With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. So they'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A check down here for Henry. Down the right sideline.
And he gets this one down to the 24. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off, but he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field, and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jordan Reed from 19 yards away. And the Falcons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And the Titans are going to recover the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions. In the
well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free.
And the Falcons grab it. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Derrick Henry all alone. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So big play there.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
down there? You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Levis.
Forced out to his left. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. On first down, Levis.
Flush to his right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 12-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Now a second and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Dree Archer, 60 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's second and 10. Levis to throw off play action.
On the move to his left. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis,
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. In Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
and frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham.
A big
play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. Off the play fake, Henry. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw complete there to Rice.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Little bootleg here, Levis. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Off play action, Henry. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Off the play fake, Henry out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Off play action, Henry. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Off the play fake, Henry rolling to his left. A battle
for it, and it's intercepted.
And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside.
They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They go play action. Here's Levis.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Here's 2nd and 7. Levis to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Off play action. Henry. He's going to 5 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Off the play fake. Henry. Flushed out right.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
3rd and 4.
They'll try the left side. Archer. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And Owen coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll push it far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They go to Johnson again. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A first down carry here for Johnson.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Levis back to throw.
Rolling to his right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Screenplay, Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Levis sets up to throw here.
Got a man, it's Jerry Rice.
It would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Levis, he'll look to throw it.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line.
4th down, Levis.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Levis.
Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's 1st and goal. Johnson is not going to.
Now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Levis. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Point after try forthcoming. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we say cheerio from London.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense. Biff, that's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
McNair's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw on 3rd down. McNair flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
We got 4. We got 4. Hey, watch this.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
On 3rd down, McNair. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Chase Young in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Titans hit this play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Aikman. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Hooker, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now McNair off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. That's laid out deep for Rice. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And give him a gain of 37.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Chris Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way to begin the drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Aikman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Aikman and company indeed going for it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. Set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Steps away. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Johnson running right. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Single, 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 single.
On 2nd down, McNair. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, here's McNair. Steps away to his left. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he takes this one back. Boy, defense has it. Begin the drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Flushed out right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, and ends up getting the ball stripped.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Titans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the 2020 hindsight, though. Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Amadi Hooker. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result. Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's McNair. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, check that. Street. Crunch.
Up the middle, Johnson, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. On 1st and 10, McNair dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go to Johnson again. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Trap 60.
To throw on 3rd down. McNair able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, McNair. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Switch. Kill. Hey, let's go.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Open man right side is Rice. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chris Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have taken a 4th quarter lead. To score here in the 2nd half, they'll need to change that here. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Off play action. McNair. That's laid out deep for Rice. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A gain of 37.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.